Here on Lead Chess and Twitch, International Master William Paschall. We are playing Sparkle Horse Arena Blitz Tournament. 2-hour arena, just starting now. 5+3 casual. This tournament is not rated and will not be rated. This tournament is not rated and will not, with asterisks, affect your rating. Anyway, despite all appearances, I am not drunk. A little bit maybe over caffeinated. Hope to get drunk by the end of the tournament. One beer is not going to suffice. Welcome, Padron Antoni, Asterbait, Mr. Coffee. Good to see you guys. Old school video game references to start things off. We've got 10-year-old Bone Atrophy and Tony Yasser, a new player, and Asterbait. I gain more views. I gain more from YouTube views on YouTube or Twitch. I don't really gain a lot from YouTube. I don't have a lot of followers. I mean, probably from views. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. Prop 65. This tournament has been known to cause cancer in laboratory rats. That's funny, dude. I don't gain a lot. I don't really gain a lot either way from where you watch the replays. I need masses of people. I need an epidemic amount of people for it to matter. Trying to grow the YouTube channel a little bit. We crossed the 2,000 subscribers barrier. So, gonna start here in 8 minutes. 5+3. I like this little quote. I like when the quote is very modest and a player surprised is half beaten. Proverb. Cool. I like quotes that aren't from self-promoting chess title players. From no name. Chinese proverb. This quote we can use that. It's not offensive. It's not stupid. It's practical. I like it. It sounds cool. Ancient Chinese proverb. It's like a fortune cookie. So, Padron Antoni, welcome to the stream. He's on lockdown. Probably be here at lockdown soon. You claim you're the creator of a self-moving piece of chessboard. The scandal. Alright, I've got to drink this coffee quickly so we can get on to the beer. 2-hour arena, 5+3. I lost to a 1900 today. The guy played really well and really fast. Usually it's like one or the other, but both. I was like, damn. Beat me in a pawn up, obstacle, bishop, and rook endgame. And quickly. Fast and bad. I'm slow and bad. We lost someone. We lost like 2 players. They're running away from the arena. We're down to 5. Should have sent a message to everybody to remind you all that we have the tournament every Tuesday. If you're on virus lockdown, this is the perfect place to be. Alright, guys. It will pick up around here. You should claim you are the creator. Mr. Coffee's warning. Wait. Oh, the Proposition 65? I like the guy I lost to. Like, after he lost to me, I watched a couple of his games. He was, like, getting mated in 1 in almost every game. I looked at his, like, best results, and he, like, loses to 1200s and beats 2400s. That's consistent. He's, like, the most inconsistent player ever. Plays, like, a master against me and then loses to a 1500, dropping mate in 1. Okay. That's the picture of consistency. So we've got Seva Moscow Wow, 2300 in bullet. I really wish like the arena requirement of 20 games would apply to the actual time control in the tournament. I haven't gotten around to sending an angry message in the forums about that. But if I host a tournament that's like classical or rapid and I want to have players who have 20 games, I don't think it should matter that they have 20 bullet games. That's not relevant to what we're doing here. Oh, you lost to a guy last night who's 1300 in rapid but 2300 in blitz and bullet. That's two people. You know, the only explanation for that is that dad plays on, you know, one account and his child prodigy plays on the other. It has to be two different people. Or, you know, or he's playing with his mobile, you know, maybe losing on time every game in blitz. I don't know. So, 10-year-old Antoni Abjekpan, Yasser Sarawan, and Acerbate. Bone atrophy dropped out. Hopefully he'll come back. We lost him briefly. You reported him, but did you have evidence, Mr. Coffee? You need to submit evidence. I want to report all my opponents that beat me, but I can't. I couldn't justify the guy played not perfectly against me. I can't accuse him of being a computer. He was surprisingly fast and good, though. 30 Centipon loss. Solid. He played better than me and faster than me, and he was like 1900. Oh yeah, rating manipulation is a crime. Schizophrenic. Yeah, there was this poker player I chopped a tournament once with. His name was Skazofornik. But I think that's the same thing as schizophrenic. Skazofornik. It's Russian for schizophrenic. Yeah, maybe he has multiple personality disorder. It's a real possibility. The OMS stepped in. Well, something's not right if there's a 1,000-point difference, of course, Mr. Coffee. Yeah, I mean, we should report people who have really weird rating variation, you know? I mean, it's ridiculous. Angry Dragon 1009. Haven't seen that account in a while. Angry Dragon, Hidden Tiger. OMS, 10-year-old. We've got 9 players and building. 1 minute till liftoff. Coffee. Coffee is done. Mr. Coffee, where are you? Mr. Coffee is not in the tournament. Are you driving? Yeah, I mean, I was complaining this weekend about how in the rapid tournament I played, there was a lot of people whose the difference between their rapid and classical ratings in some cases was like 600 points. There really should be some kind of feature in place that limits the maximum. There should be like an automatic floor. Like if you're 2,000 in one thing, you shouldn't be allowed to be below like, you know, 1,700 in another. I mean, once you're a certain level in one rating, you should have like a minimum floor. In all the other rating systems, whatever, some arbitrary number, maybe 300 points or something. I think that'd be a fair way to do it in like FIDE. The FIDE system, people who are 2,200, you know, they shouldn't be allowed to have a rapid rating lower than like 1,900. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I understand like you might get old and get slow in the faster time controls, but still, I mean, more than 300 points is ridiculous. Old and slow. Fat and mad. I know I'm supposed to move first. We never play e4 against OMS. Why? Why is that? We just did. We played e4. I did this against Mule Skinner. Mr. Coffee. You played the French. Someone on sound plays this with white. DK guy, welcome. Good to see Ams, Rossador. So, Ams is not like a one-dimensional player who's like good in closed positions, bad in open positions. He's just really specialized in the systems that he's playing. So, I thought in this case, we'll throw him something a little bit different. Now, knight c6 is... It looks like a Chigorin. I guess this transposes to c3 Sicilian. No, it can't. Just a line of the Danish. What am I talking about? Just a line of the Danish. Do I want to bring his queen out necessarily? Okay, there's a lot of moves we can play here. Wasting time. I hate playing the French against the French, dude. But you need something like, this is the only way to get an open game against the French, really. The only legitimate way. What's up with bishop g5 here? Bishop g5, bishop b4 seems like a problem. Bishop g5, bishop b4. I don't think bishop g5 is right. I think I played this with black against someone on sound in a correspondence game. Well, I think the normal exchange variation is just totally lame for white. But this exchange variation with c4 has a little bit of pulp to it. I hate symmetrical structures. This is not truly symmetrical. In the old days, in the 1800s, I mean, all aggressive players used to play the exchange variation. Joseph Henry Blackburn played the exchange variation. Whatever. I think I'm supposed to lose a tempo. Maybe bishop d3 is more accurate. One time I lost a game in Hungarian Team Championship years and years ago, 7 or 8 years ago, playing this with white without knowing the theory. There was a lot of subtleties. I did something slightly wrong. I think I played bishop d3 and allowed Ricky 8 check, had to play bishop e3. Something weird like that. Now this I don't know. I guess we have to take. Interesting position here. Totally new position for me. Maybe I'm supposed to play like knight g5 there for white. I actually expected him to take with the bishop on d5. Knight g5 feels wrong though. Where's someone on sound? He doesn't usually come by the Blitz tournaments, but our friend who's a subscriber, he's online. He loves playing the Danish, so this is like a Danish gambit decline. That's one way of reaching these. The other way is the French. And you can also get into this type of isolated queen pawn position from Queen's Gambit Accepted. Knight c3, bishop b4. What about the winnower? What do you mean? How does it usually go? Well, if like white exchanges against the winnower, I mean, it's different than a normal exchange variation. I think that's slightly better for white than the normal exchange variation, I would say. Very slightly better. Another way like this could be reached would probably be some sort of Petrov, like a weird Petrov Russian defense. do I do now? Is rook e1 the best move? Alms has played this pretty well, although now he allowed knight e4. That doesn't seem right. It's something earth-shaking. I don't really want to exchange pieces. He might actually be able to force an exchange of bishops now. Queen e7. Yes, that's what I said. Queen e7, a3. That's my bad bishop. Supposedly. A nice juicy outpost square here. He's ready to go back. This could be a serious error. Oh, maybe not. Looks good. Coronavirus. They changed the name because the beer company was... Corona Beer was taking a lawsuit out. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It was hurting their business, though. So, what now? What a solid customer. Do I really want to trade? I don't really want to trade my bishop so easily. Damn it. We go for the e5 square. We have no structural advantage. Not what I expected. Oh no, now he has queen f4. Trying to trade queens. Almost made a tactical error. Knight takes a6, knight takes d4. What's that? Better structure for white? Is that really my best option here? This just simplifies and white is a little bit better. But maybe it's enough. Enough to do something. What's my next move? What's my next move? Slight structural advantage for white, queenside majority. Okay. Got him on slight positional disadvantage and time. Going for the queen exchange. The big fork. Big forks are us. Please don't have any tactics. The only thing I'm more sick of than coronavirus is Meghan and Harry. And I don't even live in the UK. All right. What are we going to do? Take that free pawn. Give it to me. Why is he giving me a free pawn? That is not a seal, you hear. Why is he giving me a free pawn? There has to be some sort of trick. whatever. Trading. He's a trader. Now he's really in trouble. Not so easy. Good one, Bob. Yeah, this gig jobs don't work well with coronavirus. I have some nasty traps. Will they work? Why don't I just take that? Give it to me. He's flailing. This is 3 squares from being a queen. Not really an optimal spot to be sacking his A-pawn. He's in panic. Full-blown panic mode. Could be some technical problems. Okay, he just gave up. Aspirante. Oh, yeah. Wait, is it the guy that moves, like, insanely fast? Looks like it. Does his rating go up? Coronavirus is good for streamers. Yeah, until, like, the entire world runs out of money to donate to our streams. When no one has a job anymore, they can't afford to buy bits and donate here. All right, and Tony, good luck. Speaking of donations, guys, please cheer. Jim and C. Wizzo donated this week. Thanks for the support, guys. Purpose of the virus is to promote streamliness. Queen C2. Bishop takes C3 check. Yeah, the boring variation. A3. We had this last time with Antoni. Nothing's necessary. Chess is not necessary. Chess is a waste of time. So Antoni went into this voluntarily. Did you play that last time? Now I'm forgetting what we did last time. It wasn't this. This was my preparation for my tournament game. Why was I preparing this for a tournament game recently? Knight d7 and then queen f6 can also be played. I like putting the queen here, although it's not obligated to go to f6. I mean, after e3, I'm not sure, honestly. No, I've never been a fan of white that much. This looks pretty good for black, honestly. Though e3 is an interesting move. I may have to think about it. So, I guess f5 now is interesting. Bob, please don't turn my tournament into a discussion on whatever that is. All right, e3. Can we talk about chess a little bit? The tournament. What's going on in the tournament? Oh, this queen f6, man. Bishop d3, bishop e4 bothers me for white. Bishop e3, bishop e4. What if I just play queen f6 and castle queenside? Dangerous. How about c5? I don't know, guys. Man, I need more fluids, more beer for my brain. Beer promotes brain growth. Proven scientific fact. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Seriously, nice idea. Just e3 by white, very solid. Honestly, I don't know what I expected him to play. I don't know what I'm doing. c5 is a little risky because this pawn can be attacked frontally. My king is just chilling in the center of the board. His king is just chilling in the center of the board here. I had an idea to play queen c7, but that also seems like a cheap shot. White has a huge time advantage. Welcome to our arena, guys. 2 hours, 5+3, casual. This tournament is not rated and shall not be rated. So he likes this plan of 92, and who wouldn't, with no other option, really, for a place to put their knight? You will not go to b5. But I'm not really confident about this. He has a lot of places to go. Here as well. The white king could go castle queenside. Clearly that's the most obvious plan. c5 was a risky move by me. Maybe I should have just played f5 in the first place to keep everything off of e4. f5 first, then queen f6. In retrospect, I was afraid of a very stupid move here, like g4. f5, g4. Maybe it's not that stupid. Maybe not that stupid. Is queen f6 okay? I don't know, guys. Kind of a crazy plan. Extremely crazy? Or just plain stupid? You make the decision. White makes a shocking move now, d5. Looks like positional blunder. To me, you know. But anyway, I don't have time to analyze this too much. Basically, it's a Benoni, but I think a pretty good one for black. A good Benoni. No Benoni is a good Benoni with Bob Benoni. Is b5 even necessary? Where am I putting my king, by the way? See, you're making me think about these things. I wasn't even concerned about that till now. Can't believe this. Where do I put my king? Noni. No Tony is a good Tony. Where the heck do I put my king? Totally random. He's waiting for me to decide where to put my king before he decides where to put his king, apparently. You know, I thought d5 was really bad, but it may not be that bad. No, it's possible that I totally misjudged this. Not even possible, it's extremely likely I just misjudged this position royally. I wanted to play b5, and I think I should have played b5. Flexibility is a very, very great thing to have. Now I don't have the option. You know, now my king is committed. This is just ridiculously materialistic way to play the position. What just happened? Knight e4? Wow. You're not allowed to do that. I was very concerned that White would do like queen a4 and maybe sack a piece in some positions. But here I think he should just sacrifice his g3 pawn. Probably just play e4. Be done with it. Why did I get so low on time? Welcome guys to our tournament standings. Bombist in first place early now. Of course you can berserk. I mean, I think this kind of position, he's losing his central pawn. Central pawns are worth more than the average bear. Is my queen getting trapped in some instances? Let's hope not. But not a simple position because our king, my king especially, our kings are not that safe. I just dropped my f5 pawn. Nice. Didn't even realize it was threatened. How dare you? Alright, so now all hell breaks loose. I'm about to lose on time. Oh my god. Well, that's an excellent move by my opponent. Again, I blundered? No. Not an easy position. But he's really fast. What the heck am I doing? Jeez. Moves are coming quickly. He's got the time. But does he have the beer? Wow. Really, really tough situation. But White's play is enormous. What a move. He's like enormous positionally. And he's super fast too. Even that move's not so bad. It's just like machine gun rapid fire moves. This looks familiar. Extremely fast. Yeah, Bombus is ridiculous. Oh, I hear you. He's like a FIDE master strength player. Oh my god. Here we go again. This is just like the last time I played Antony. He's got the insane technical skill. And fast. Radically fast. He's like... Oh no. All of us are material girls, Bob. Like you. Because we're living in a material world. Bob is a material girl. Alright. But material is not everything. Check. Material is not nothing. You heard it here first. Alright. 1 point for Madonna. That game just in sheer time usage. Brutal. 77 moves only. Alright, it should have been a draw. Obviously. Nice fight. Bombist, I used to just think he was a computer. He would beat me so bad. I was screaming. I couldn't believe he was like 2100. At least he's like 2300 now. He has like a plus score against me overall. I was really suspicious. But he doesn't play perfectly. You know what I mean? He just like, he's incredibly strong. Like he was an IM or FM or something, but he has no title. I would suspect like a FIDE master for Bombas, like a really solid FIDE master, 2300 FIDE. So Angry Dragon playing the line that everyone plays. Like, why does everybody play the exact same way? This is a little bit different though. I haven't played haven't played the ready here, really. I could play the Catalan, the kind of closed Catalan. Whatever. We had a similar game yesterday. Who is Angry Dragon? He comes on the stream. Very rarely now. 2100 rapid. Astrobate's getting better and better. Yesterday, or on Sunday, he had a simul position against me. TK guy, where he was actually crushing me with my king trapped in the center of the board. It was really nice. Black playing knight a6, which is kind of ironic. So I was talking about knight a3 the other day with white. I don't know about knight a6 with black. It's a little bit different, but interesting. I think with white, it's an interesting idea. With black, it's probably going a little too far in this setup. Maybe not that bad. I mean, typically black will play c5. There are other ways to play, like d takes c. This is a bit strange here, but I can't imagine it's that bad. In the Catalan, it would be much more normal in some lines to play knight a6. Certain Queen's Indian positions. Here, it's a bit strange. Welcome, guys, to the stream. Please support the stream. Donate and subscribe. Donate beer, toilet paper, and water. All the essentials. Queen e2, b takes c. So what is this? It's a weird hybrid idea. Angry Dragon. Okay. Forcing me to play d4. What a weird idea. Knight a6. I'll have to check this out after the game with a careful analysis of this game. I've never seen anyone play like that before. Now bishop e4. That move nearly wins by force. Passive. Very passive for black. Luckily, I have a defense. Do we take with the knight or take with the king? Take with the king. I hear they decided to close all schools. It's actually, yeah, like a lot of European countries are closing everything. Slovakia, our border to the north. Even though they have almost no cases officially. Understandable, I guess. So Angry Dragon, they're 2100 in rapid. That's really strong. Expert, candidate master. What an active style of play. My king isn't really safe here. Reminds me of my simul on Sunday where everyone that I played like constantly made threats. St. Patrick's Day canceled? Are you serious? I wonder what will happen in Boston. Probably the same. Knight f3. Trump would probably like to cancel all higher education forever. That would suit his agenda. Legenda. I don't know, man. Angry Dragon seems really, really strong. Just constant threats. It's kind of scary, actually, how strong this player is. Only 1921 in Blitz, though. He is in Bullet 2000, so all ratings are strong. I haven't played him in ages, though. I don't even remember a playing style. Anything I could put my finger on. Trump personally canceled all universities for the rest of history, all education. You can only watch Fox News. No, seriously, forever. I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, it's just like the flu, just like a normal flu. Okay, then why is half the world shutting down? Okay, well, we need to protect the C pawn. Maybe a3 and d5, though. a3, knight moves d5. We go for the passer. Passer safety program. You know, this is risky, but we've got to play for a win. I mean, objectively. First aggression that I've had a chance to display here for white. Black so far really been dictating all the play in the game up until this point. I don't know, Bob. This one person I heard saying that it was like way worse than any flu he had ever had. But who knows? It's different for everyone. I mean, nobody really knows. Knight c3. I mean, you know more than everybody, Bob. That's your job. Bishop e5. Bishop e5, the one possibility. What's the point of bishop e5? I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we ought to just keep rolling, you know, with normal developing moves. Bob, just keep spreading false information, fake news. Did you get a job with the Russian troll farm yet? The one you were interviewing for? Alright, Angry Dragon just like lost his mind. Totally just freaked out. Strangely losing control. Like that. Joy Division song. Roop. Roop. She's lost control. Just like Black's making almost random moves. Knight g4. Coronavirus panic has set in. Knight d6 winning the exchange. Yes. That was weird. Angry Dragon just sort of freaked out. I didn't think his position was that bad. Now he's sacking the queen. Yes, it's really no other option. Oh, I have knight takes e5. And then he's got rook. Both knights attacking c4. That's weird. Knight e5, knight e5, rook b5. So it's better to play this. Still, it doesn't win by force so easily for white. Maybe, yeah. Stick with the plan. Only move. The only. We're still up too much material now. Knight g5. Try to keep it simple, I guess. Is there a simpler way to do this? Rook b6. Rook takes a6. I mean, that should be winning too. He's going to have to play... Oh, he just dropped a piece. Interesting. Surprising meltdown by black. All right. Back to the tournament. If I can get back to the tournament. Click back to the tournament. Bombast. Ugh. He lost the game. He lost against new player rated 1300. Okay. That's not good. Four inaccuracies, one blunder. It took Bombast out, and you're 1300. It's kind of weird. Oh, he just dropped his queen. Oh, snap. That's how it happened. He dropped the whole queen in one move. I guess it's not a conspiracy. Bombast dropped his whole queen on d5 to a 1300. That's hard to come back from, you know? Even if you are 1,000 points higher rated. The full queen drop. Impossible to come, almost impossible to come back from. At least like get a piece for it or something, you might have a chance. Let's see who's playing here. Bombast is playing Abject Pawn. Seems tough. DK guy doesn't have an opponent. Hope I don't play him. Bone Atrophy. Welcome guys to the tournament. We've got an hour and 17 minutes left. 5+3 casual. AP 8-7. Speed player. So what? The Quinteros variation. Not really correct for black, but very few people know the refutation. I keep it hidden away in my laboratory. So H3, intending a queenside expansion. Black is playing something, I mean, white is playing something like a King's Indian attack. Although H3 is a slightly strange move, it's not that strange. It almost feels like I'm playing Mirales. White, notoriously famous for like making insane sacrifices that are completely unsound. Here playing pretty stable, a very stable type of setup. He did that like once against me. He just morphed into like an ultra positional player. That was really weird. One of the last times I played him, I think. There was this one game where he didn't do anything tactically. It was like playing a completely different person. If you'd seen all the early games with this opponent, I mean, you'd be stunned as well. So far, nothing weird, nothing tactical, no sacrifices. There you go. There we go. It's the real deal. Knight takes e5 doesn't work for white. Knight takes e5, bishop f6. Pawn f6. We're just up a pawn. I mean, you could take this either way. But I was afraid that the solid one was going to show up for white and surprise me. But e5 looks characteristic. White has no compensation for the sacrifice pawn. Just kind of coffee house. Attempt to muddy the waters. If it's free, it's for me. Right, Bob? Always take. You're a materialist. That was your favorite Madonna album. He resigned. What? Resigns. That's uncharacteristic. That doesn't rhyme. No, it's like always check. It might be mate. Shved 007. Oops. All right. Shved. New opponent. I like to sort of... I don't know. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw the monitor out, the computer out the window. Like, if anybody plays this anymore. Why does everyone play the freaking Queen's Gambit Declined? You know, I mean, what else could be more boring than that? Can't you play like Knight f6 or some kind of Indian defense or something like hyper modern? That's all anybody does against me is e6 and d5. Get something original. Every single time I play the radio opening, it's the stupid e6 d5. Give me a break with that. Like, I played in a rated rapid tournament on Saturday. I had 4 games. It doesn't matter if I play knight f3 or c4 on the first move. Everybody plays e6 and d5. That's it. Like, nobody plays the King's Indian. Nobody plays anything interesting. You know, the Benoni, nothing sharp. Just e6, d5. It's really... It drives me nuts. So bishop e6, different from our first game. I'd wager that black is like a French defense player. You know, playing that e6 on move 1. Very characteristic. So, here we have a question. Knight f3, take. That doesn't work. He's actually threatening to take on c4 and like keep the pawn. Alright, we'll just take. I wasted 45 seconds on one move. Seems sort of stupid. Feel bad for playing it. It's like everybody plays e6. It's insane. It's like a disease. Speaking of coronavirus. Now, he played this early, bishop e6, but that's going to limit what he can do. You know, now that bishop is like committed to e6. h3. No, this is not a very actively placed piece. We had a game almost exactly like this against Mule Skinner. If he plays c6 here, castles knight d7. It'd be slightly different, though. I think Mule Skinner's knight was on the other square. Now it's looking like a Petrov. Black's a little slow here. Knight to g5. Yeah, it's exactly a Petrov. So I guess this means Schwede, like he's a Schwede. He's a Swede. Schwede, it's a Russian Schwede. Rook takes b7. I could take back on c3 d4 as well. cd4 bishop d5, rook b5. cd4 bishop d5, rook b7. There's also rook takes b7. I don't see what it does. Black's like really, really ingenious if he equalizes like this. Totally new account. Just about 300 games. I'm still in Budapest, of course. This is my home. Nice to see you, Bob. Oh, sorry. You're not Bob. Bishop a2. Wow. That's a risky move, isn't it? Spicy one. Bishop h7. I don't know. player seems really strong. Rook takes b7, bishop d5. I was concerned he would play bishop d5 immediately. I have no opening advantage at all. The guy's like super fast. Extremely drawish. Such a limited number of pawns on the board. I mean, even if I win as a pawn. Bishop e4. Queen, whatever. Trades down to a drawn ending. Did not see it. He made an error. Tactical error, like a simple tactical mistake. Queen e4 would have equalized completely. But now there could be some difficulties. How does he answer queen a5? Doesn't. He has bishop b6, but he loses a piece. Yeah, it's over. Queen a5. I mean, it's sad. He had queen e4 here. There's nothing. It's just a draw, I guess. Rook, bishop c5, queen b7, bishop f8. It's a stupid win for me. Definitely don't deserve to win that. We had nothing there. Antonio. I'm just playing this stupid c4 exchange variation to avoid the closed French. I don't think white should get an advantage at all. You know, it's just trying to get a type of position rather than a closed game. But that didn't really work out for me. Every time I play that line, I feel like I have nothing. The only thing is that when you play c4 and people play e6 and you play e4, there's a fairly high probability that they don't play the French defense. Now, Bombas played the English before, didn't he? Bombas is like Blobix's other account. I'm not going to overextend myself here with like f5. I've done that in the past. I had the same game against other people's. I probably had this against Bombas as well. Seems like black should have a good game pretty much automatically based on closed Sicilian strategy. Is he threatening b4? Are you threatening me? Now h3. Wait, what is that? What is h3 about? Are you going to play g4? So I think like strategically we go for f4. White has no plan here. In another game I played for b5, which was like stupid, actually. Very stupid in an earlier game. This is a good plan by him to play knight b1, but I mean, how slow is that? Extremely slow plan. He likes the hedgehog. I mean, this doesn't look like a really good hedgehog for white. One would think, you know? E4 almost works. This is ridiculous. I mean, are you serious? The guy's used... He's used 3 seconds for the whole game? That's mental. I'm trying to play like real chess. I could sack a piece. I don't think it's really enough. So what happens on knight d4, e4, cd4, queen d2, b5? It's kind of insane. I respect the fact that you've used 3 seconds for the whole game. Very deep. Deep chess. But I'm not interested in playing bullet chess, you know? I want to play real chess. This isn't even a sacrifice. It just like annihilates white's position. But the whole thing was like extremely artificial for white. He's just making quick moves like instead of playing real chess. And maybe he has a try here. I still think that black is clearly better. I guess not. He can't sacrifice a piece. Yeah, he's in trouble. Clearly better for black. But still not that easy. With the time, bullet play, you know, maybe he'll survive this. Shocking move. Very surprised by that move. I thought he had to take on c3. It's kind of crazy to leave that knight on the board. His queen's almost trapped. Queen c2, knight takes d1 is very interesting. Or queen c2, knight takes d1. Queen c1, knight takes d1. We have to do better than like bullet chess in a 5+3 time control. I played the hedgehog a little bit myself. All right. Anyways, enough gloating. Welcome to the tournament, guys. The leaders here should probably not waste time. So 91. I think I'll give that a try. All right. Good positional sacrifice, knight d4. It's a common idea on the white side of the hedgehog, actually. Here it was particularly strong. But sometimes it's played as a purely positional sacrifice just to get access to the c3 square. Long term, white plays for c6 in the normal hedgehog. Sometimes you sack a piece just for a pawn or two. This was like a forced win, practically. No, he missed where bishop takes c3. I mean, he just like... He can try to fight for a draw if he plays bishop takes knight. But the minute that he didn't do that, he's lost. So, just don't pair me with DK Guy, my nemesis. Pere Ode, long time no see. What was your other account, Pere Ode? I forget. And Tony, with I Get White. And Tony plays the King's Indian. Let's see what he's got. You made a terrible mouse slip. There's a lot of that going around against 1300s. What do you do in Samish? The last time I played this was against... Actually, he's not here today. Mr. Slowhand, one of our biggest supporters. He absolutely crushed me, like with awesome play as black in a simul a couple weeks ago. It was just a vicious sort of execution by my opponent. Excellent play. Brahms did not see. Yeah, bishop d4. But clearly you can play bishop takes knight and it's bad for white, but you could probably swindle the position on time or something. Their bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3. I didn't see any forced win for black. Knight d7, allowing knight h3. Some people prefer not to use that sort of move order. Honestly, I'm not sure if I should play knight h3 before I've even seen him play e6 yet. It's a different position, actually. It's probably right, though. So can he play knight g4 here? Yeah, knight g4, knight f2, e6, I would assume. And now he can actually play b5. And Tony seems like he's on his own here. Normally you go we would go e6 right away. Yeah, DK guy seems kind of brutal. He's been very unforgiving with me too, Antonio. It was a horrible King's Indian the other day. Second one of those, I was just speaking of another bad King's Indian I lost with white. This could still transpose after e6, I suppose. But I'm not sure it works, because on e6 now I can play f4. That may be a serious problem with their move order. You can do this, forcing me to retreat. But this type of system with the Samish is really, really hard on people who don't have a lot of experience with black. I lost a lot of games to my friends. I have one friend who's a real expert on the white side of the Samish, and he just would make me suffer regularly. Queen e8 is kind of an unusual move. Maybe not bad. It's sometimes tempting to start an attack like it's a e4 opening, but it's not really necessary to do that with white. You know, it's a King's Indian. I have played c4. But I suppose if black is really, really passive, then you can just do anything you want. You know, it's close to losing a piece here, but he can play b5. I'm just going to play this soundly. This knight is always peculiarly placed on e5 with no retreat square. Yeah, that's never a good thing in the Benoni. I have friends who play the Benoni, and I'm always cringing when they play g5. But I mean, you may have to do it. You might have to do it here. It may not be that bad. But the thing is, in the Samish, we're prepared to play on both sides of the board. One thing I like about this opening. Now, he's got some access to e4. It's interesting. And I can play f4. Maybe I should. Maybe there's no time for half measures here. Both our kings are going to be kind of exposed on the white squares, particularly e4. It's like a focal point in the position. Clearly, regarding both kings. I wanted to have time to play rook ae1 to support my center and support e5. Looks like we don't have time for that. We have other things we can do. The position will get very, very sharp in any moment. Oliveira. Lucas. Yeah, long time no see. I hope you're well. A file. Proud owner of an A file. We're doing good, thank you. Bishop d3. Probably can't hurt to play that. I feel a little safer with the bishop on that diagonal. You take with the bishop there. Now things are getting really sharp. Possible I've gone too far this time. This is really dangerous. It's a little bit too much, I think. I don't know how he can do that. Wow. That's not what I expected. Okay. Well, clearly, if I take an f6, he takes on c3. It's not that clear. But, okay, if I don't take an f6, he has knight takes d5. Knight e4. This should be good for me. Yeah, it's not that clear. Damn. All right. Damn. There's no easy breakthrough. He was threatening nothing there, I guess. Rook a1 is not necessary. Possibly I had a stronger move with something else. This looks pretty strong too. Guys, here's the link for the tournament. I'm sorry if you joined late. We've got 45 minutes left. All of my pieces are aiming at his king. Knight g5 check is possible, among other things. Obviously f5, knight e5, f6. Oof. Knight f6 check, not that clear. I've allowed a little too much simplification here, I'm afraid. And he's precariously close to holding because of so much exchanges that just took place. I'm sure I missed something better. Fortunately, we still have an advantage. 2 bishops, slightly safer king, and protect pass pawn on d5. He's keeping an eye on that for me. Still hanging around. Keeping an eye on the d5 pawn. Yeah, but you're dropping an exchange. There is h2 though. Bishop takes g6 check. Pawn g6. I mean, this should be winning somehow. Did you miss something there? You had pawn takes? And then on queen takes b2, you have rook takes f1 check. You're only like, I think you're even drawing. Wow. I think I made a terrible mistake. I should have exchanged queens first. Yeah. It's not even clear. It's not even clear I have anything after f takes g6. Oh, I can take on f8, but what does that do, you know? I'm up a pawn. I mean, I don't know if this is even a win. That was really crazy. I didn't see the winning move here, bishop c2, but I could have played queen takes queen. It was sort of stupid. You know, I could just do this. You can't even take on h2. Anyway, we got him on the clock. It's got to be a combination of pressure on the clock and, more importantly, pressure on the board. Good to see Troll and Roll. Troll and Roll, did you get banned from the chat or something? Troll and Roll has 2 subs to the chat, but he's still not in chat. He's chatting in the tournament. Troll and Roll, are you banned from Twitch or something? You're just quiet today. He has too many accounts. He doesn't know what to log in with. The gladdest troll and the saddest troll. Or troll on a roll. Alright, this guy beat me on time. He mated me because of time pressure, but he was busted last time. Oh, so you're actually that other guy? You have like 5 different accounts? Maybe Batman bin Superman is actually Blizzard's. This is like impossible that there's like 3 or 4 people that play this opening with black. I think it's Blizzard's secret account. He has like a VPN that makes him look like he's in America. Man. It's just too random. Nobody plays c4, d5. It's like the 4th person in the last 2 days, all of whom are like bullet players. An extremely bad move for black. +1 for white after 1 move. Not a good idea. You know, I'm sure you can play bullet chess and think that it's justified, but pretty much a guaranteed loss in a tournament game against a good player. So white has a slight advantage here, about a pawn positional. 1 pawn positional advantage, approximately. Very, very strong position for white. Plays exactly like Blizzard. But I don't know why anybody who just plays bullet chess would frequent my stream. It's very strange. I'm like totally anti playing like that. I try to teach people not to play like that. Thinking, no brain, no pain. White has a very strong advantage here. Rook c1, knight c4. This knight is badly placed. So I think now we have to convert to just one of two plans, something positional, or trying to attack on the king side, but I'm not sure a king side attack is really justified here. Yeah, Magnus Carlsen has actually, I don't know if he's ever thought on that level, but he's actually promoting like garbage chess by playing bullet tournaments. I'm not sure he ever thought about it that way. You know, a lot of people think like automatically Magnus is promoting chess, improving chess, but encouraging beginners to play bullet chess is probably just hurting their game. And black is really like your 2000, only 2183 in bullet. Extremely solid here. I think you about played the best you could possibly play this position under the circumstances. I can't quite squeeze anything out of this. White's just the tiniest bit better. So what is this guy's score in the tournament? Mystery player. All right, rook c5 almost loses material to knight c4. I can play, I guess, like queen b5 or something. So knight c4, b takes c4, b6, and I lose the exchange. Funny that black is suddenly thinking here. Isn't that strange? He played the whole game without taking any time for any of his moves. Now he started thinking. What's up with that? I guess I'm threatening queen takes a7 for real now. So it was a good move. And if rook takes c5, d takes c5, I don't know. I guess rook c5 was a better move than I thought. And I thought I had nothing. Yeah, but we're seriously better positionally. He can't sacrifice a piece on h2. He only gets 2 pawns for a piece. It's like ridiculous. So this move is best. So I have something tricky. Maybe not. Which is better positionally. And we might have some strategic threats. Also the outside pawn. I was thinking he might take with a knight on b6. Basically, we win with outside pawn here, if nothing else. I'm not really threatening to trap a bishop. I think on g4 he can play bishop e6. That's probably like best move. Oh, positionally he's in really bad shape. Interesting. Not a good move tactically. It's not the best square. Alright, anyway. DK guy is right there on my heels. Very, very good player. I've been super impressed. He's undefeated with a perfect score, shockingly. Beat Nisab, Mirales, the other guy just played, and some lower rated dudes. Now he's playing Aldisto. Now Aldisto's supposed to be 2290, so he's supposed to be slightly higher rated. Aldisto's not that easy to handle, especially if you aren't used to his style. Per Ode, Aldisto, both good players. The European crew here, for the most part. Though I don't understand why we don't have more American players. Asterbait, the opponent I just played. Brony, I don't know about. We should have more people from the Western Hemisphere at this time. It's I guess people have jobs. Jobs. All right. 32 minutes left in the Sparkle Horse Arena. Schwede. Schwede only lost against me with that one move mistake in a drawn position. Been otherwise very impressive. Well, I mean, my normal streams in the evening they're friendly, dude. My morning streams at 11 o'clock is like 5 o'clock in the morning in the United States. I don't think that's a very friendly time. WJ Loof, welcome. One of those American Western Hemisphere people. Yeah, 3 p.m. EST. If you don't have a job, it's perfect. But I personally would rather play chess at 3 in the afternoon than 5 in the night. But that's just me. A lot of people are night owls. DK guy. Who's he playing? Aldisto. What's happening there? Aldisto's white. It's a French. No, the Caro-Kann exchange variation. Wow. DK guy plays the Caro-Kann exchange variation with E6. That's peculiar. How did you get to that position? E6 in the Caro-Kann? Really? Wow. That is unusual. DK's just coming with the... They've played 4 times already. DK's coming with the crazy counterplay. You can't snipe me. You're not allowed to play me. How do you have so many games already? Oh man, I wish you played me. I got bombast again. He switched to the English opening. Good choice. I don't remember what happened last time. What are we going to do? I have no idea what I played against Bombas. This is the what's his name? I don't remember. Had this game in the Rapid tournament on Saturday against the 2100. Exact same position. This is like one of the main lines. My exact game. I don't think I'd ever played it. It was 10 plus 5. What's the name of the Russian Grandmaster who plays the black? Can't remember his name now. Queen A4. That is not normally seen. What is this about? Some little cheapo here with 95, 96? You know, sometimes it's tempting to take the knight on c3 and play a structural plan. I'm losing my memory. I can't remember the player who plays this with black. was first introduced by a Serbian grandmaster against me. I thought it was stupid for black, but then after the game I thought about it for a while, realized this is actually kind of annoying system. I'm losing my mind. I don't have a memory of the player I'm trying to remember. Early onset memory loss. Knight b5. Unexpected. What is that? If knight g4, do you play d4 anyway? Knight b5 is such a cool move. Tempted to play e5 myself here. I don't think that's really a good positional move. I mean, he's going to play d4? Castles d4, c takes d4? How can he do that? I don't know. It's a weird variation. It reminds me of my standalone chess computer in the 80s. It loved to do moves like bishop f5. It had no appreciation for the fact that pieces could get attacked. But I think it was almost like a predecessor of like modern engines. This idea I see even from modern engines like Rybka likes to provoke pawn moves with weird bishop type of moves like bishop f5. a3, let's see. All right, whatever. I don't know. I need a move. My queen is unprotected. But that's okay. He still can't go d4. d4, knight takes d4. I guess he could. He could do like knight takes d4, queen takes a7. It seems really strange. Imagine like d4, knight takes d4, queen takes a7, knight takes e3, defending my queen on d7. But this is the main idea, control d4. We've got a very strange bishop on h3. Acerbate, how you doing? Brony is coming. Facing Aldisto. What is that, a b4 wing gambit? White played knight back to c3. Strangely inconsistent. Now let's not drop a queen. Bombas himself dropped a queen earlier. It's going around. Let's complete our development. b4. I mean, I could play bishop takes c3. Don't play b4, please. Use some reverse psychology. Please don't play b4. He did not. Yeah, and so this becomes the idea here. Bishop, the trap. Trap of bishops. Trapper of bishops. Now we have a bishop issue. A bishop. Oh boy. We have a bishop. e6, knight f4 is a technical problem. Alright, whatever. I don't know. We'll take it. And then figure out what to do about the bishop. Acerbates opponents. have a 33% mortality rate. It's higher than coronavirus, significantly higher than coronavirus. H5 has been called to my attention. Certainly not the only move. I mean, just bishop g4 looks like safe. Let's play a safe move. Looks difficult to bother my bishop on g4. On h3 it can be annoyed. So b4, making progress on the queen side. We have like e6, knight f4, and maybe even g5. I had a tournament game on Sunday against a good player where it was like, if I play e6, my bishop is really bad, by the way. Really that thrilled about that. I had a game on as I said, well, we'll just trade it off, no problem. Anyway, nothing can attack the bishop at g4 yet. This break looks really strong. Asteroid, your mortality rate is a little too high. Can't take with the pawn. So he's forced to use other means. This actually looks really good. Like Magnus Carlsen, I'm really getting into ops color bishop positions. So I don't think that's going to happen here. What's happening with Aldisto and DK Guy? Is that still going on? White has got serious problems here. Maybe he has a defense. I don't think so. This is his defense. It is a defense. No, not really. Thought I hung a queen. The bombist. The last minute I thought I hung my queen. It's very strange. Okay, rook e4, knight e4, excuse me, is a really good square for him. So rook d2 would probably just help him. Peter Balkus is rating with party 7. That's too large a gathering. I think that's against the law. You better tone it down. Not allowed to assemble more than 6 people in one place. Got him on the ropes. On the ropes. but not dead. Uh-oh. Knight b4. Or knight c1. Still has some counterplay. How do I make progress here? I should have played rook b3, drop my pawn. The knight is really annoying. This should be winning. Bring the king over to the queen side. We're just like en passant. Finally, a4 is not a threat. As I say it. Still not winning yet. It's a little bit too late. All right, we've got 15 minutes left. What happened to DK guy? He lost at Aldisto. Oof. Schwede, Bombist, Brony. Brony's only played 4 games. Aldisto didn't play enough games. He came with like 45 minutes left. 1 meter distance from my opponent. Rook distance. Peter Balkas, good to see you. We've got 15 minutes, guys. You can check out Peter's stream as well. Please support the stream, guys. No donations today. This week, Jim, C. Wizzo, our lone supporters. All right. We have a very rare perfect score today. WJ Loof, you did it. You broke our perfect score for today. No donors till now. 200 bits from WJ Loof. That's great. Thank you. We feel refreshed. Better than beer. All right, Aldisto. This is possibly our last game for today. Going for the perfect score. I might have no. It's impossible. How can everybody play e6 against c4? I think Aldisto must have seen me react to this before. I can't take it anymore. Every opponent I play plays c4, e6. That's so sick. But I guess Aldisto's repertoire is the Queen's Gambit Decline, so he's merely playing his repertoire. No, he actually plays the semi-Slav. You know, Aldisto, if you play the semi-Slav, you should consider playing like c4, c6, I guess, instead of c4, e6. Although a lot of semi-Slav players, like one very strong semi-Slav player I knew, David Grigo, he used to always prefer to play e6 type move orders. There are certain advantages. Anyway, bishop f5 is a sort of weird looking move. What can white do to take advantage of that? Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. Can I play like bishop e5 check? Develop quickly? This is probably not that great. Actually, CD, knight takes d5 looks solid for black. I don't have a very aggressive setup at all. Objectively, that was probably a mistake by me to play CD. We're getting a little weary. This bishop seems well placed, even has knight b4 ideas, even like now. Fortunately, I don't think it wins. You know, he might have a rep draw. He can force a draw with like knight b4, castles, knight c2, rook b1, knight b4, rook a1, literally. There's probably no defense against that. If knight b4, castles, knight c2, rook b1. But this is far more dynamic, actually. This is good for white. You really shouldn't do that. You know, this strengthens my center. These hanging pawns. I mean, still black's position is okay because I'm playing a passive Petrov with my bishop on e2, but still. The white center is stronger now, so we have objective chances. Even if I just play bishop d3, I don't know what the best move is, but now maybe bishop g4, and we could transpose to Petrov, like almost a main line, but I don't think he's going to do that. Bishop g4, is that a Petrov main variation? Do I have bishop h7, king h7, knight g5 check, queen g5, bishop g5, bishop d1, rook d1? I win a pawn, right? That can't be right. This reminds me of my game in the Petrov a few weeks ago, surprisingly. Artur Frolov played, with my queen was on a different square, he did like knight h4 and was able to go for my bishop on g6. Different position. Obviously, I can't play it now because the bishop takes h2 check. I mean, that would be a major pawn sacrifice. So, knight h4, bishop takes h2, that's not really a reliable looking plan. The open file is always good. Black's going to play, you know, he's clearly going to play knight d7 next move. And I don't have anywhere to put my c1 bishop. It's a good piece, but it's... Where is it going? What am I doing? What's my plan? I have to play like h3 or something? Lame. This is lame. Probably I should just exchange on g6 and go from there. White has a very tiny advantage here, but it's almost insignificant. Rook e1, rook e8. Probably better to play this. As much as he might like to play aggressively, I don't think he should open the f file for me. I mean, I've got queen b3 check. So what do we got here? Queen b3 is sort of weird. It doesn't look great. We're just playing Blitz now. You're hosting a Simon on Elite Chess. Uh-oh. Okay, then. Interesting. C4. Yeah, very subtle. Appropriate. Definitely. C4, putting my pawns in the right color. Okay, then. C4, A4, maybe. We're a little bit better. Schwede is coming on. With 28, he's going to pass me. Jesus, where did he come from? 7 minutes left. I guess we're going to have to win this. I can't even click on that game. Damn it. Wait. I have to scroll down to see it. He's playing Brony. That's not an easy pairing. Okay. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't even give him the pleasure of that. I don't know. This is debatable. Not exchanging bishops. Whose bishop is better? More relevant? Not immediately clear here. You hate my queen. It's a sexist reaction, Bob. Typical of you. All right, what do we got? Schwede is now on 28. He's playing Brony, who's really, really tough. You hate my queen, I'll fix it. How about that? Position looks equal. You might say white has a pull because of the central pawns, but it's not a lot to work with. It's a tough game. Classic Petrov, essentially, by structure. DK guy kind of gave up. I don't know what happened, but Schwede is right on my heels. 5 minutes left. There may not be time for another game. Maybe a sleazy quick draw with someone. Hint, hint. Oh, G5. That is not a safe looking move. I guess he can trade queens. I'm not sure he really wants an endgame here. Actually, he's going to drop that G5 pawn. G5 was a mistake. G5 was a mistake for sure. F5. Maybe he can try something like crazy, like B5. Nah, that'll just lose a pawn. That is not a barking seal, despite all appearances. Now, we're winning a pawn. Pawns are good. Pawns are your friend. Knight d6, g6. It's all good. Bishop on a3 worked out. Nice and active. Queen e7, endgame. Endgame land. Queen e6, queen e3. It's going to be hard for him to avoid an endgame here, I would say. Ultimately, bishop b2. Interesting idea. 12 seconds for him, 2 minutes for me. Wow, d5. Clearly subtle. But he's still hanging in there. Yes. Good D. Loosening up those white squares. Is he going to take my pawn away? I get f6 now. I mean, the 3-on-1 majority should be winning. There's a check. Check is okay. He's got another idea. Here I can take on g7, then check on e8, take on c6. But he has a nasty check at the end of that with queen a1. And then queen e5. So probably I should be more patient. Next. More D. More D and Jake. What? What am I talking about? Man, what a defender. This guy's crazy. He likes this. Queen d1 check. Queen d6 check? Nah. I think that's winning. All right. Pairings are closed. Oh no. We're gonna have a whole minute to sit here and sort out the standings. So Brony won. Brony didn't win. Brony's still playing? Maybe my standings aren't updated. I'm probably like losing the tournament. What happened with Brony? You lost? You said you got this. Brony said he's got this. It's a good thing I won, Brony. Brony's like, I got this. Yeah, Shfade won every game except for me, which was like a drawn position where he dropped a... What did he do? He dropped a pawn? No, he dropped a piece. Yeah, it's hard to get used to it when you start berserking and you don't remember you berserked. I've done that a few times. That's embarrassing. So this new player, Shfade, nice. Perfect score except for losing that sort of pretty good game against me. DK guy with low performance rating. 2058. Struggled today. What happened at the end? DK guy went on tilt. He lost to Aldisto, Shfade, and then he just really tilted. Although Rubens is good. The draw there. The last round loss, I guess he was desperate. DK guy still respectable 3rd place. Bombast in 4th place. Dimitrilas didn't even see you today, and you still finished 5th. Brony only played a few games. Aldisto, Rubens, Bone Atrophy, and 10-year-old rounded out the top 10. Thank you guys for playing. Tough tournament. Lots of Master String players there at the top. I'd like to point out that we will be back tomorrow morning, excuse me. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow morning with Weird Wednesday, Unusual Openings, Blitz, and Rapid Chess. Thanks, guys, for playing. Thanks to Ponda for being our host. and sleeping through the whole tournament. Thanks to Bob for the entertainment. And thanks to everybody. Mr. Coffee for being here as our moderator, even though he couldn't really play. Masturbate for being our most devoted follower. Thank you guys. Good games. And I will see you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Central European Time. Thanks for supporting the stream, guys. Bye-bye. I'll let you say it, Panda. Bye-bye. See you later. Great games.